This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Nick, welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. Welcome to Fix My Life. What's going on with you today?
How do you bounce back when somebody you trusted just financially destroys your life?
Oh my God. Nick, you wrote it, says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. My ex-girlfriend stole all my money and maxed out my credit card 4 separate times. The total amount is so overwhelming that I can't pay it off, and now my credit is completely ruined. I've been denied for everything, even lower cost options, and that's just the beginning of the story. So my question is, what the hell do I do? What did you do? How did your ex-girlfriend steal all your money and was able to max out your credit cards?
4 times.
Well, you know, trying to be in a committed relationship, you want to be able to support your partner. And she always came back with the promise, oh, I promise I'll pay it off. I promise I'll pay it back. And then, so I paid it off 3 times. And then the 4th time I said, you know what, you got to take some responsibility.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. And then that continued with other stuff as well, with giving her family large sums of loans that nobody has ever paid back.
Okay, but
How long were you guys together for?
Almost a decade.
So after that 3rd time of you paying everything back and then her running through all of your credit again, why did you continue to give money to her or support her that way and give money to her family?
So the family stuff happened first, and then the credit cards were kind of like the last straw. And she always had this one thing over me, which was, you know, my dogs. They were like my babies. And she said, if you don't do this, I'm taking them away.
Oh, my God. Dude.
Okay, so why were you even in this relationship if that
That's
was
terrible.
if there's ultimatums, and why, what was it? Like, why even stay?
So, like, my past relationships didn't really work out, and I'm like, okay, I've always been told it's me, it's my fault, I got to work on myself. So maybe this one, you know, I'm just going to try and work things out. I'm not going to run away and, you know, follow my gut instinct.
How much are you in the hole?
About $500,000.
Oh my
What the
God.
hell, Nick?
And the sad part is that was from my dad, from his estate when he passed away. He wanted me to invest in a house, start a family, and that didn't turn out.
Okay, so when did you guys break up?
Ooh, that would have been 2021.
And why did you break up?
Mainly because of all of that.
Okay.
I had enough. I couldn't do it.
So you ended it. Did you go to her family at all and say, I loaned you X amount, I need that back?
Yes.
And what happened?
They fled the country.
They fled the country?
And what about her? Where's she at?
No idea. She put out a restraining order against me. She found out I started meeting somebody else, which is my current partner. And on Valentine's Day, she went to the police, made up some stories, had me arrested. And so that went through court. I wasn't allowed to contact her for a year.
Oh my God.
Okay,
dude.
so how do you get out of this? Have you talked to like a financial advisor? Have you gone to the bank?
Yeah, so they said I have to go to a civil lawyer to do a civil lawsuit, but all of them need retainers, and I can't afford that.
Maybe you just even being on this show, maybe you find a lawyer that is willing to at least do the beginning part of all of this for free, if you can sort of corroborate your entire story, because that's a lot of money. And when dealing with a lawyer, are you allowed to, like, can you go after the family even though they fled the country? Is there anything you can do legally?
As far as I'm aware, no. They would have to physically be in the country. As for her, I don't know where she is.
Did you give the money that you lent her family? Did you give it directly to them, or did you give it to your girlfriend to give to them?
Directly through her.
Directly through her?
Oh, dude.
Yep.
Okay. So here's the thing: is that you didn't lend her family money. You lent her the money.
Yep.
Okay.
So you don't even know if that money went to the family.
So if the family is in Canada or not, that's irrelevant, because all you need to know is where she is.
Correct.
Okay. So that's a little better.
A little bit.
Okay. And I don't know anything about this. Like, I don't know how you go after somebody for personal loans. Like, I don't know. Do you like legally, like, is there anything you can do?
Like, do you have proof?
Yes. So a part of my research was there's a law that we have here, something about promissionary.
Yeah.
So if you have a text message proof or written proof that's saying that they're going to promise to pay you something back, that's legally binding.
Okay. Here's the thing, though, is that, just like anywhere in the world, you could sue her. You could go in front of a judge. They could give a judgment. But if she doesn't have the money, you're never going to get the money.
So her family back home overseas, as they claim, is extremely wealthy. And that's what her claim, that don't worry, my family will pay you back everything.
Like a judge is not going to force your ex to go to her family to get money.
No.
Right. So unless she owns a house or other property, maybe she got a boat. I don't know.
That's for lawyers. That's what you may think. But you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You haven't been with her for a while, right? Since 2021. Oh, yeah. So who knows what her financial situation is right now?
Question.
Yep.
$500,000 you lent her and her family over the course of how long?
So I received the money in late 2018.
Yeah.
So from there until we broke up into 2021.
Yeah, you got hustled, bro.
Well, I'm trying now. I have my full-time job. I'm working another job at nighttime, and I still can't afford anything.
No, you got hustled.
Man.
What are your monthly payments on everything that you have to try and pay down? Like whether it's line of credit, or I guess how much of that was just cash that you're just out though? Like, so you don't have to try and pay that back, right?
So cash would be almost $500,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the credit card itself is right now it's up to about $9,000.
$9,000. Okay, so that's manageable. It's going to take you a long time, but you can get rid of $9,000. Yeah, you can get rid of $9,000. The cash part of it is the unfortunate thing, because that you're probably never going to see again.
So I've been told. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, hopefully a lawyer is listening to this and will reach out. And we'll do this, I don't know, pro bono for a little bit.
Yeah, if we get a lawyer to contact us who's willing to even look at this, we'll have Maury reach out to you, okay?
Oh my gosh, please, thank you.
Yeah.
And to make it a sweet deal, I'll give them $50,000 to $100,000 if they can get me in.
Okay.
Bro, this is your problem. You're throwing money away. Like, we're trying to get you this stuff for free, homie.
No, you're going to pay the lawyer what they bill you, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Yes, okay? Yes.
All right, all the best, Nick.
Thank you so much.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Roz and Mocha. Good morning.
All right, Debbie, you are on FML. Why?
How do I move forward when my car is toast and the rental is a scam?
Oh, my God. Debbie Euro says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. I've owned this 8-year-old car for just a year, and the engine is already failing. I paid $16,000 for it, and while there's a recall on the engine, it seems the manufacturer is trying to blame another issue to avoid covering it. On top of that, I'm dealing with a rental company that appears to be misusing my credit card.
No.
I'm supposed to return the car on Monday, but based on reviews, I'm worried that they'll keep my $1,000 security deposit. What should I do next? Should I try and fix the car if the recall isn't honored, or cut my losses and lease or finance something new? And how do I protect myself from credit card fraud and make sure the rental doesn't go sideways? Wow, you got a lot going on, huh?
I sure do.
Okay.
So what kind of, let's start with the rental company. What kind of fraud do you suspect is happening?
Okay, so at first they wouldn't accept my personal insurance because my name on my license didn't match the name on the insurance. It's really a long version versus the short version.
Okay.
And then afterwards, when I went to check my credit card just to see, pay things off, I saw 3 purchases of food that I didn't do. And following up on the locations, those locations are approximately 4 and 9 minutes away from the car rental company.
Oh, no.
They're the only ones who have held my credit card in their hand.
So you would have to prove, though, that someone from that location is using your card. And how are you going to prove that?
Correct. Well, that is a challenge, and I'm going to leave it to the bank right now because I just feel like there's just too much happening.
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of looking into it, but the bank and lawyers have said leave it to the bank right now.
Okay. Or you can just cancel the card.
And that happened. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so now with the car, the recall, have you done your investigation into what the recall is and what the fix needs to be?
Yes, 100%. I do have my own mechanic, and so he had said, just research the engine. You'll see there's all sorts of recalls for it, and what my car is doing is what the recall says is going to, be the issue. It's just now they're claiming that my oil was low. And I said, well, my oil light didn't come on. The engine light came on. And I do regular oil changes with the actual manufacturer because I know that that's what I'm supposed to do based on the engine that I'm dealing with.
Okay, so you got a lot going on here. What is it going to cost you to fix your car? Like, let's say it's not covered. What's it going to cost you to fix the car?
The initial quote was $1,500.
Okay.
They haven't called me back to confirm after running a scan. So I had an 8 a.m. appointment on Wednesday, and I'm still waiting.
Okay, but you need a car for life, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you paid $16,000 for this car. How long you had the car? A year?
Yes.
Okay, so you paid $16,000 for a car. You've had it a year, and right now it's an 8-year-old car, soon to be 9-year-old car, and it needs $1,500 in it to get it back up to running condition. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. The alternative is what? To get rid of this car and get another car?
Yes. So a couple of people are saying trade it in, just get rid of it, get it off your hands. You're going to have more problems even if you do what they say at this point.
But what are you
getting the
what are you going to hope? What are you going to hope to get for it, and what are you going to be able to afford to get?
It's the hard part, and I go low in my head. I can't imagine I'm going to get much. I'm an honest person. I need to be honest when I try to trade it in. and it's tricky.
So you're going to trade in a car that you pay, an 8-year-old car that you paid $16,000 for, that currently needs a lot of work on the engine. So if you trade that in, realistically, you're going to get what for it on a trade-in?
I suspect $1,000 at most.
Okay. So you're going to get about $1,000. Then, how much money do you have to spend on a new used car?
Not much at all.
Not much at all.
Because I spent that last year.
Okay, so girl, you have no options other than to fix your car.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I think I could manage payments for a lease, and that's why I'm wondering if that's worth doing.
No.
But
Not if you think. You have to be like 100% sure and that you're not going to be in the reds. Wait, have you asked your mechanic to talk to the manufacturer to see if maybe he could do something about getting that recall taken care
I'm
of?
going to ask him to join me when I go to pick it up because he was sort of kicking himself that he didn't come just when I dropped it off.
Yeah. If you got a mechanic that's willing to go with you to pick up your car and talk to the other guys, do it. Like, that's rare. You got a great relationship going on here.
I really do.
But no, I don't see you have another option other than to fix this car and see if you can get another 4 or 5 years out of it.
Okay. It's very scary.
Yeah, it is. And then deal with your credit card and then that company and the rental company ordering Uber Eats on your credit card deposits.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But no, I would say for a $16,000 car that's 8 years old, needs $1,500 in it. Otherwise, on a trade-in, it needs a lot of work. You're going to get $1,000 for it. You're going to be way, way, way in the hole, girl. Way in the hole.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I felt.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Okay.
It was very helpful. I needed that.
All right. Take care, Debbie.
Okay, you too. Have a good day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Melanie, oh man, we've been waiting a long time to talk to you. This is FML. It's Roz and Mocha. Let everyone know why you're here today.
How do I stay strong for my family while everything in my life is falling apart?
Oh, man. Melanie, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. I'm overwhelmed with everything happening at once. I'm in the middle of a divorce, raising my 2 daughters, selling our family home, and trying to find us a new place. My mom has dementia and refuses care, and now my dad, my rock, has been diagnosed with cancer and is approved for MAID. My doctor suggests that I take leave from work, but that brings financial stress. How do I stay strong for my dad and my family when everything feels like it's falling apart?
Sorry that you're going through all this, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Can't even imagine. But you're finding the strength to get through every single day, even though I know you feel like you don't have the strength. But you have 2 little girls who are depending on you, and I know that's your driving force. Just because I don't know, can you explain what MAID is?
Medically assisted, I think intravenous death is the acronym.
Oh,
it's assisted death. And so it's this weird knowing when it's going to happen that I just find so difficult, right? And spending, and he's it's weird because I'm taking time off because I want to actually spend time with him while he's dying instead of mourning him after. But it's just weird being with him, knowing that, and he's in so much pain. So I mean, it's for the best.
What kind of cancer does he have?
He has gallbladder cancer, which they didn't find. That's been the whole thing too. I mean, there's no point in getting upset and frustrated with medical kind of mishaps, but they didn't find it for a very long time.
Melanie, do you have any siblings?
I have a sister. I have a younger sister.
Okay. Is she helping out with anything at all?
She is.
Yeah.
She's also got a little family, and I'm the one in the city. So
do you have anyone that you could lean on?
I've got some really good friends.
Yeah. So you don't feel like you're going through all of this alone? Because it is, like everything that you detailed to us, it is a lot for one person to handle.
Yeah.
Melanie, out of everyone in your life, you, your ex, your mom with dementia, your dad with cancer, who is going to go with government suicide, the 2 most important people in this story are your daughters.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're going to have to get through every single one of these things, which are all awful. Saying goodbye to your dad, you need to take the time for you and your dad to say goodbye to each other, okay? You're going through a divorce. There's a process there that involves, resentment, anger, lawyers, money, tears, right? You got your mom with dementia, all of this stuff. You're going to have to take care of these things one by one. But the only thing, the most important thing through all of this are your daughters.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you maintain that your priority above everything else, above all of this, if you maintain in your head and in your heart that the priority is always going to be your daughters, you will figure out a way to manage the other stuff because you're going to have to manage it in a way that doesn't mess them up.
Yeah.
Okay. And the key to not messing them up is you not falling down a hole where you can't be their mom.
Yeah.
And I know, Roz, you said this before, actually recently on an FML, where therapy doesn't work for everyone. Therapy may not be for everyone. But I don't know, Melanie, if you've even thought about it, but maybe speaking to someone who could help get you on that path where now it seems like you're kind of like all over the place, just to navigate you in the right direction. So you can take care of things one at a time. And of course, maintaining the importance of your daughters being at the top of the list.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That helps a lot.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to go through this. You can't, you can't just pretend it's not all happening. And I know there's days where you want to pretend it's not all happening. And, you're going to have a day where you don't really have to deal with anything, which is one of those weirdo days where, there's no trauma. But those are going to be few and far between. And everything is going to start stacking up. But you're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to go through it every single day. But there's an end to all of this, right? Like things will get wrapped up. It's going to be a terrible, terrible journey for you. Yeah. But at the end of all of this, things will be wrapped up and you're going to come out the other end because you're built for this and you're going to be okay. The only thing that is going to make you feel whole again at the end of this is when all this is behind you and the grief is still there, but you realize that everything you did for your kids.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's true. I think, they are so important. They are everything. And I mean, yeah.
And also don't feel like you have to tell your daughters everything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You don't have to share. You don't have to share everything. Mm-hmm. You really, really don't. And I know parents sort of like feel that, let's be honest with the emotions and what's going on with, grandma and grandpa and everything. You don't have to. You don't have to share everything. You can. How old are your kids?
They're 10 and 12.
Okay, you can use them as an escape if you want to.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because kids are a great escape. They're wonderful to get your mind off things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to do full disclosure with your 10 and your 12-year-old.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, because I don't know how to explain that to them.
You don't have to. You don't have to right now. That, you can explain death to them when it happens, when that's time, but the actual how it all went down, that's a conversation for way later in life.
Yeah.
Mel, you gotta take care of you. You gotta take care of your kids, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
And please reach out if you need anything else at all, okay?
I will. Thank you very much.
We got you. Send us so much love.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to TalkSpace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at TalkSpace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at TalkSpace.com.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Vivian. It's your boyfriend's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, Roz and Mocha.
How you doing today, girl?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Why are you stressed out?
How do I make preschool drop-off less heartbreaking?
Oh, Vivian, you wrote it says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. My almost 3-year-old hates going to preschool. He just started this week, and every day after his first day has been a battle. He's never been to daycare before, so this is very new for him. His first day was great. He even waved bye to his dad and I. Second day was hesitant but excited to play once he got there. The third and fourth day were tough and so many tears at drop off. Please give me some tips and advice on how to make this transition easier for my little guy.
Is this your first time going through this, Vivian, you and your husband?
Yeah, he's our older one. He's almost 3, and I have a newborn who's 2 months.
Gotcha.
Okay, so, I mean, every parent will tell you that you are not alone. Every single parent has been in your shoes, so no need to stress about that, even though I know in the moment it is extremely stressful, and as soon as you leave that daycare, for the rest of the day, it's on your mind. Is he okay? Is he crying? Is he freaking out? Is he, giving the caregivers a hard time? You're probably thinking all those things.
Exactly.
You know what, though? It'll get better. It honestly will get better, and he will get used to being in that environment, and he'll figure it out. He'll know the routine.
We say this to moms all the time, okay? The second worst drop-off is going to be when you bring your kid to daycare and he cries and latches onto you and doesn't want to go in because he wants his mom. That's the second. The worst day drop-off is going to is when you bring him and he bolts through the door without even looking back or saying goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, that happened on the first day.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you get little kids, right, like, you got them all excited. You're going to go do this thing and you prepped him and you tried to teach him all the things that he was going to be doing and you got him ready for it, and you're like your little big man, and he walked in and he was like, hey, that was kind of cool, not realizing that this is the rest of his life. Yeah, right?
Exactly. He probably thought it was like a temporary
one
thing.
And done.
Mom and dad dropped me off. I'm going to go have fun with these kids, right? It's like a play place.
And then he starts thinking, why did I go that first day? Right? They go and they're like, oh my God, yeah, that was great. And then the next day they're like, I want to do something else today. I don't want to do that again today. So it's all about building routine. And you know as well as I know that kids, when they are around that age that your little guy's at, they also know your triggers. Right? They know how to pull your strings. They know what tears do to a mom. Okay. And so there's a little bit of that going on, but yes, it will just get better. Kids love a routine. And as soon as this becomes, wake up, have a little bit of fun, have a little bit of breakfast, grab your things, grab your bag, out the door. He's going to make some friends. He's going to, start, having fun. He's going to come home with stories. It'll get better. And it always does get better. You're going to be just fine. You got to weather this storm.
I really hope so, because every day after preschool when I pick him up, he just tells me I'm so sad and
oh yeah.
He says, I want to go home.
Yeah, he's pulling all the moves because he knows that you're going to be like, oh, okay, like don't worry, like maybe you don't go tomorrow or something like that. Like he knows what's going to get you, what's going to get the emotion. So.
It got to the point of where when I used to, because I was never able to drop Roxy off at daycare. That was always Catherine's thing because we were always in here doing the show, but I picked her up all the time. And there were days where I would go and pick up Roxy and I would make sure that I had a stack of $5 bills in my hand because her daycare charged you $5 for every 5 minutes you were late. And I would get there and she would just be partying in the back with all the other kids who were still there. And I'm just standing there with the woman and I'm like, here's $5.
Yeah.
Here's another $5, right? Like she didn't want to come home. And you gotta, you let them do their thing. But this is a storm that you are going to get through. Trust.
Yeah, just got to stick with the routine.
Yes.
And then guess what? In 3-4 years, you're going to go through it all over again with the newborn that you have at home.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But you'll be better prepared for it. Okay, Vivian?
I hope so.
You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. He's going to get used to it. You're going to build a routine. He's going to get excited.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks, guys.
All
Feel
right.
better, Vivian?
Yeah, a little bit. Love talking to you guys.
Yeah, and you just got it. And when you when you put him in that hallway and he starts crying and you take 5 steps back, okay, you can't run back up to him again. You got to keep going.
Yeah, short goodbyes.
Yep, short goodbyes.
Hey, Vivian, before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Hands down, pants down, always Roz.
There we go.
Love you, Vivian.
Love you guys.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Seeker app.